Why am I spelling it that way? Josie, 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 Josie. And yeah, happy to have you. I guess sometimes I watch ASMR artists for like so long, and then I realize I never know how to pronounce their names, or like, yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there. Josie, like Joe, a cup of Joe, and the C, sand. It's labeled Super Sand on the box. It doesn't really make any sound, but it is satisfying to look at and to pinch. Like, I feel like I would want a fidget toy that's just this. Side note, I absolutely bought this necklace because it reminded me of the blogs. I found this at a thrift store, vintage antique store. I'm pretty sure it is probably a piece from the 80s and some sort of, let me see, I reversed image searched it. It's this pop art lucite necklace on eBay, and it looks the closest like the beads on the chain or the collar, whatever, and then these sort of chunkier geometric colorful I need somebody to make these edible. Next, I want to show you some amazing fidget jewelry and little, like a plushie and things that were sent to me by Fidge, which is a fidget brand owned by ASMR Planet, or you also might know her as Sophie. She does the tinkliest, most creative crafts and videos, usually to the POV of whatever she's tapping on or working on. And I had reached out to her because of this fidget. Okay. Now, if your brain is in the gutter like mine was, you might think this looks like something else, but it is a twirler fidget for folks who like tend to twirl their hair or maybe like mess with their hair when they fidget. In college, when I was in classes, I was definitely doing that, or when I was studying, I was definitely doing that. And I low-key gave myself dermatitis from it, but this would have been actually so helpful and satisfying. Tell me that isn't satisfying. It's such a cool idea. I haven't seen it anywhere before. And it's obviously too big for my fingers, but I just stack a ring with it and then I can wear it and fidget with it. Give you some bangs too. Gorgeous. She also sent me, there you go. She also sent me this brunette twirler. Which again, it's not gonna fit my finger, but put a little ring. And there we go. but they have secret little fidgets inside for you to play with. I feel a marble, maybe a key ring or something. Also, they've got the cutest little booty. Came with this textured fidget sticker, sensory sticker. That says, it's what's inside that counts. I love them so much. This is another thing, like, I've never seen before, but Sophie's like so creative, so creative. I don't know why the thought just crossed through my head. I'm like, I want them to do this with my corpse when I die. Just fill me with beans and fidgets. They also sent me this little, like, button rock. So you can press it, and it's also a little worry stone. Little worry stone pet. Isn't that so cute? Happy little worry stone. This infinity bubble wrap, and we can, if we'd like, compare it to actual bubble wrap, because I've got a lot from that Fidge packet. Side note, have you ever seen a bubble wrap this cute? It's a bunch of hearts, like, but this is supposed to sound like bubble wrap. So let me know if it sounds similar enough to you. I think I'm a little more convinced now. But not entirely. It's like a better bubble wrap. Since I'm gonna go for a potty break, let me show you my outfit. So I've got on pink tights, and the skirt is this like adorable ruffled bubble skirt, but it's actually shorts. So, and then it's got a halter top, which is very cute and kind of trendy, I guess, right now. And then the jewelry and everything else I've already shown you. And I'm not wearing this anywhere, so I don't really have shoes, but I think if I wore shoes with it, I probably would wear my silver ballerina flats. Or I would wear these fun, chunky sandals. I feel like I bought them off of Lazy Oaf, but it looks like they're Melissa. That's all it says. Melissa. These sort of cartoon flowery 90s, I guess, sandals, which I think would be fun. Okay. I added another ring so it would hold it there. And I kind of just want to do some ring sounds. So I'm gonna put both of them on. shows up. Oh, and see, it's the whole family's here. These are all my babies, in case you didn't know. Seafoam is a pandemic kitten, so I adopted him in, I think, 2021, no, 2020, pretty sure. And Clover, I adopted, well, Seafoam was a kitten, so now he's around 4. Right? 4? Yes? No? 5? I'm really bad with keeping track of age, but Maru, he's my oldest. Orange Tabby, he doesn't really like to be carried that much, so he is about 12 to 13 years old, and I got him when I was in high school. And then Clover, all the way back there now, I adopted last year. She was a stray and pregnant, and all of her kittens and all that. I made a video about that story, but all her kittens are doing well. They're healthy, and all my friends basically adopted them, so I got this ages ago, but for some reason I never used it in a video. really gonna love it. It's rainbow car soap, but it seems like the texture is one that's a little more clay-like. I generally don't like to get my hands like messy with slime. I don't like how sticky it is. So I prefer a slime that holds its form and stays together, which I think this is. That was so satisfying. Look at that. Wow. Okay. It also smells like soapy, but also sweet, a little fruity. I hate to get rid of all the beautiful variations in color. It's all just gonna be one. What color do you think it's gonna be once we mix it? It's got pink, blue, and green. I'm really hoping it's something cute, like purple. This reminds me of the, I think it was like a matcha, strawberry matcha slime I got once from them. Yeah. So buttery, smooth. I think that's what you call this, butter slime. Butter, 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 butter. So, if you knew color theory, you would know, or just basic, I don't know if that's even color theory, but just how colors mix, which I don't really. Then, if you would have guessed light blue, this like bubbles from Powerpuff Girls blue. It smells really nice. I love butter slime. Some people don't like it, or some friends of mine don't like it because it feels wet to the touch, and it does. It feels so wet. Like a cold, sweaty palm. Cold, sweaty hand. But I don't mind it. cool to look at. Almost like cotton candy. And I love how it feels when you press into it once it's nice and fluffy. And it stretches a lot. But I don't think it's my kind of a fidget toy. I don't know if I would reach for it as much. They also have it in a cute pink color as well, but the green reminded me of moss, so it's interesting. It's almost like an accordion the way it bounces back. Do you want a piece of bread? Just a little. Try just a little. It looks like bread. So, I don't know. What do you think of it? I'd be interested to see. It does say it doesn't dry out, but it feels like some sort of clay that would. So we can finally get to the plate of fidgets. Mostly liquid filled, so let's start with those. This is a little juice box with a bunch of these clear, chunky beads and flowers. I think it's my favorite of the liquid fidgets that I have. It almost sounds like ice and water. The juice box. Then I have a little tall glass of milk. This one sometimes, oh, you can see the beads. They're clear, so it's hard to see. This one sometimes makes sounds I don't like, but I do love the sounds of the beads. Sometimes it just sounds like my upset tummy. mostly just buy at local, I think local, I don't think any chain toy stores, but toy stores just around me. There's like 2 or 3 that I religiously check out to see if there's any new fun toys and trigger sounds and stuff like that. So, the last liquid fidget is this boba who has seen better days. Their face is starting to fade a little bit. This one's really cute though. Because I personally love boba. I wouldn't say I have a go-to, but I usually love like milk tea, like I guess brown sugar boba, tiger milk tea, Thai tea. Yeah, I get something a little different usually each time I go. Oh, I think there's like a Hokkaido milk tea. And there's another I really like, but yeah. And I'm usually not into like the popping boba pearls and stuff like that, or too many jelly toppings. I just love a good, chewy, freshly made boba. So, those are my liquid fidgets. Let's balance them with some silent fidgets, featuring my favorite Neato fidget. Probably, I've been wanting to get my hands on the jellyfish Neato, but I do not buy from any suspicious sellers, so I haven't been able to get my hands on them, but this is my current favorite Neato. It's this very satisfying, dense, slow rise squish. That is in the shape of a water droplet. That's what this is supposed to be, like the little splash. It's very cute. And very clever because you can set your Neato down and it won't get dirty. I love the glitter that's in there. It looks so magical. Which is why I've used it in like 2 of my Garden Fairy roleplays. rubbed down by the frog.